What is up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to lose 10 pounds as fast as possible. I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 tips that I used on my weight loss journey to losing 20 pounds. I'm also going to be sharing with you some bonus tips that will help you avoid some common mistakes made by people on their weight loss journey. The good news is, these are the same tips that will allow you to lose 20, 30, 40, even 50 pounds. So let's get right into it. So tip number 1 is to count your calories. Some people are already rolling their eyes. They don't want to count their calories. They think it's tedious. I get it. But perhaps this is the most important one on the list because people have no idea how much calories they're eating. For a man, the average is probably around 2,500, and for women, it's around 2,000. I say that because most people think they are at that number, but when I tell them to count their calories, they are shocked to realize that it's probably closer to around 3,000 to 3,500. Losing weight is not complicated, I promise. You don't have to have a doctorate in anything to lose weight. It's calories in versus calories out. If you consume more calories than what you burn, then you will gain weight. If you consume less calories than you burn, you are going to lose weight. Simple. There are many apps that you can use to help you track your calories, like MicroFactor, MyFitnessPal, and many more. I personally use MyFitnessPal because I'm old school, but you can use whatever you want. Another thing about counting calories is it eliminates the guesswork. I don't have to sit there and worry if I'm doing the right thing, if I'm eating the right foods or not, because, for example, if I know that I need around 2,000 calories to lose weight, and I track everything that I eat, and I hit that number, and I'm doing everything else from this video that we're gonna go over, then I know I'm going to lose weight, no matter what. Here's a bonus tip, guys. Stop drinking your calories. For the love of God, please stop drinking your calories. Drinking your calories has got to be one of the worst ways of utilizing them. Let's take Coke, for example. You have the original one, which has 210 calories for the whole thing, or you can reach for Coke Zero, which tastes the same, has 0 calories, so you don't have to feel as guilty about it afterwards. So it's just by making these little adjustments that you can save around 200 calories just this easily. This is 200 calories. I'm gonna drink this whole thing, and we're gonna see how hard it is to burn it off. Ugh. I don't like to drink soft drinks at all. So this is torture for me. It took me longer than I would like to admit to finish the Coke. My body is not used to this much chemicals in the morning, and the amount of times I burped during the process is ungodly. But after experiencing that, I would like to never try this again. All done, now let's burn it off. I never do cardio, so this is uncharted territory for me, and 2 minutes into the run, I was already wishing it would end. Guys, I knew it was going to be hard, but I didn't expect it to be this hard. Woo. That Coke was not worth it. That Coke was not worth it. Tip number 2 is, what you eat and the type of food matters. Yes, technically you can lose weight by eating only donuts, for example, as long as you are under your maintenance calories, of course. But are you really going to do that? This whole plate of donuts is around 440 calories. So you can either have this, or you can have all of this. These are almost the same number of calories, which is crazy. This is 490 calories, well, this is 440 calories. You tell me, which one would you rather have? There are 2 types of people. We have guy A, who doesn't have a structured meal plan, who snacks all the time, eats junk food and fast food whenever he wants, and is probably going to get hungry and snack on sweets later on. Or we can have guy B, who has a structured meal plan, who meal preps his meals for the whole week so that whenever he wants. This guy eats a balanced diet high in protein and fibers and doesn't shy away from carbs and fats. This guy does not snack on junk food afterwards and is probably seeing results. Now, you choose. Who do you want to be? My advice would be to stick to foods that are highly satiating, high in volume that will keep you full throughout the rest of the day and prevent you from snacking on other junk and sweet food later on. Oh, and this reminds me, carbs are not the enemy, guys. You can eat carbs. There are some people out there that avoid carbs like the plague. I don't get it. Carbs is one of the primary energy sources for your body. Some people believe that if they eat 1 gram of carb, then they're going to gain weight. And the secret to losing weight is avoiding them at all. That's not true. What matters is calories in versus calories out. It doesn't matter if all your calories come from carbs. As long as you're under your maintenance calories, you will be fine. Trust me. Eat your carbs. Tip number 3 is cardio. Now, in my opinion, this is the second most important thing in this list, because when I added in the cardio is when I started to see the most results by far. Walking or any other form of steady-state cardio allows you to burn more calories, which means you get to eat more, which is good, especially on a cut. I aim for about 10k steps every single day. A common mistake I used to do, and probably most people do as well, is I restricted myself so much, almost going down to 1,000 calories to 1,000 to 100 calories every single day, but I didn't do anything else, and I expected to lose weight. And guess what happened? Nothing. I didn't see any single results because I restricted my calories to the point where my body started to burn less. My metabolism slowed down and my NEAT slowed down as well, which is non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is anything that you do outside of the gym, like fidgeting or tapping your toes or tapping your feet. Your body starts to burn less because it's not going to get much, so it keeps holding on to what little it has. Tip number 4 is working out. Working out becomes especially more important when you're on a cut, because when you're in a calorie deficit, your body is not getting enough nutrients and calories to sustain its current physique. So your body has a choice between losing fat or losing muscle. If you're not supplying your body with enough protein, then your body is likely going to burn through and lose that muscle that you have, leaving fat as a last resort. This is not good. This is not what we want. What we want is to be able to lose as much fat as possible with as little muscle as possible. Therefore, in this cutting period, you need to be doing some form of resistance training and upping your protein in order to not lose muscle. And remember, an added bonus of gaining muscle is muscles require energy. Your metabolism gets faster when you have more muscle, which means you get to eat more, which is going to help you further in your cut as well. Tip number 5 is don't focus on the scale too much. People give too much emphasis on the number on the scale and what the scale says. In their mind, if the scale does not go down equals no progress made, equals we need to change something. So what they do is they reduce their calories so much that their metabolism slows down and they don't burn as much calories, which is absolutely wrong. And worst case scenario is your body burns less fat and you start to lose muscle as well. So use the scale as a reference, but it's not the end all be all, because your weight is affected by so many other factors, like how much you ate last night, when you ate it, what you ate as well, and how much sleep you got. These are all factors that can affect how much your body retains water. So what happens is you might be losing fat, but your body is storing a lot of water that you're not seeing it on the scale, and also when you look in the mirror. Plateaus happen in a cut, so trust in what you do, results will come. Another bonus tip for you guys is to eliminate cheat days. Eliminating cheat days speeds up your fat loss journey substantially. It's good to count the calories at the end of the day, but it also matters to count your calories throughout the week. Remember, 1 pound of fat equals 3,500 calories. So in order for you to lose 1 pound of fat, you need to burn 3,500 calories throughout the week. So you can do that with a calorie deficit, doing your cardio, or a combination of both. Let's say you did everything right. You stuck to your diet, you did your cardio, and you burned off 3,500 calories for the week. But you get to the weekend, and here's where most people get it wrong. They get to the weekend and they're like, oh, it's my cheat day, or it's my cheat meal. And before they know it, they eat everything else inside. And not only did they eat back the 3,500 calories, but they have exceeded that and negated all the hard work that they have done throughout the week. And they feel the guilt after they have cheated on their diet. So I'm not saying you can't have a cheat meal or a cheat day, because we're not robots. But I'm saying is reduce them as much as possible. Instead of having a cheat meal once a week, you can have a cheat meal once a month. So that is a way to significantly cut down your calories. So guys, at the end of the day, being on a diet or losing weight does not have to be torture. You don't have to restrict yourself of the things that you love. Me, for example, I love ice cream. This is why we're going to be making anabolic ice cream that will help you lose weight. Yes, I ate this every single day when I was on my fat loss journey. And I think it was because of this, because I wasn't restricting myself, that I lost this much weight. So what you need for this is a blender, milk, your choice of fruits. Here I have pineapple and I have some mixed berries. Your choice of protein powder, and lastly, some ice. So we're going to start off with the milk. Now, the consistency depends on how much milk you put in. So we're going to be putting around 1/4 of a cup. I've done this so many times that I don't have to measure it that much. So that goes in. Pineapple goes in as well. Berries, literally that simple. Protein powder, 1 scoop. Now, depending on how thick you want it to be, you put more ice. If you want it to be less thick, you put less ice in. So this is going to go into the blender right now. So guys, here is the final product, and look at this. This is crazy. My blender is almost overflowing with ice cream. Now, guess how much calories this is? This is 262 calories. And 27 grams of protein. So imagine eating ice cream, the full blender, every single day. Dieting can get easier, honestly. And look at it, it's so thick. Let's give it a taste test. That's good, that's good. So I'm gonna enjoy this while watching a movie. Today I'm gonna be watching rewatching Lord of the Rings. It's one of my favorite movies. So comment down below your favorite movie. And I'll see you guys in the next video.